96 fan. Hang on. So I've got my cousins in, and one thing I do, this is really my Christmas morning casserole, but it's also when I have company. I like to mix up breakfast in the evening, so we have it for the next morning, so I don't have to get up and start slaving, you know. So, that being said, I am mixing it up. We're gonna do, how many did we do? About 10 eggs. And we're gonna get those all mixed up. They're gonna go right here. That bread right there is also gonna go in it. You wanna set the bread out when you start this process. And, oops, let it get a little hard, because you don't want soft bread down in there. You want it to get a little, you know how bread feels when the air's on it? That's how you want it. So, you're gonna do about 10 eggs. You can do 10 to 12. If you have more people, go with 12. This is a small group. Yeah, this is number. 2 cups of milk in there. We're gonna salt and pepper it. It calls for a half a teaspoon of pepper and a half a teaspoon of salt. I just kind of eyeball it. Probably a little more than a half a teaspoon. So, but I'm a little more sparing on the salt. What did I just say? Did I say half a teaspoon of pepper?
I don't know.
Something's been wrong with my brain. Half a teaspoon of pepper, half a teaspoon of salt, that I just kind of just go over. Then I do hot sausage, if you want to come show them. I just do 1 pound of Jimmy Dean hot sausage. So this is ready to go. So then what's going to happen is this meat, we're going to let it cool just a little bit. It's going to pour into the eggs, and we're going to mix this up. We're going to take these pieces of bread and put them in cubes, about like this. And I would say if you do a piece of bread per egg. So if you do 10 eggs, do 10 pieces of bread. You see what I'm saying? If you do 12 eggs, do 12 pieces of bread. So that's kind of a good judge of how much bread to use. But you do want it to feel like the air has been on it. That's why I set it out like that. So then you're just gonna break this up like this. We're also gonna use Colby Jack cheese. And we're gonna stir this, which I really should have stirred it before. I forgot I put salt and pepper. I would stir it after the salt and pepper, then add the bread. Then we're gonna add the sausage and cheese, and then we're just gonna pour it into a greased casserole dish. I'm gonna throw it in the fridge, cover it, throw it in the fridge, and then in the morning, Shay's gonna get it out.
Yes, for me.
Bright and early, and it bakes for an hour, and we're gonna throw it in the oven on 350 for 1 hour, and you've got breakfast. It's done. Look how easy this is. Maybe you can make this.
I know.
So this is...
It's one of my faves. I love this.
This is one of Shay's
Dad, can
favorite.
you please sit up and make it for me?
Today I made chocolate gravy because the kids didn't have school, and my cousin loves it, so I was like, I'm gonna do chocolate gravy today so Maverick can have his favorite. Then I'll do the egg casserole tomorrow. I didn't know he loved this much.
Yes.
Since when?
Dad, just get up.
Oh, people love this. A lot of people ask me for this recipe. This is actually, y'all know Garrett? Do you know Garrett, baby?
I know Garrett.
So this is Waverly's boyfriend's mama's recipe. When the kids were in high school, we used to do breakfast at our house after the dances with all their friends. And we would do like a potluck breakfast. And so parents would send different dishes, and Shay would make waffles, and his mom sent this one time, and it was so good. So I got the recipe from her. I've been making it ever since.
So
10
good.
years ago.
So good.
So
Yes, please make it for me like I want it so bad.
good. You do?
So,
Well, Dad could pop it in the oven in the morning.
okie dokie.
So this is breakfast casserole. Do y'all see how easy it is? So I'm just gonna put this in. Stir it up. We're gonna add the meat and we're going to do, let me see what it calls for. We're gonna put, it calls for 2 bags. So that must be the small bags of Colby Jack. So that's like 4 cups of cheese. So I'm probably just going to do about 1 big bag, 1 regular, you know, let me show y'all. I need to show y'all. I need to be more exact.
Okay.
Okay, so I would definitely go with 4 cups. 4 cups of Colby Jack cheese. It's gonna make this perfect. So y'all look. That's what this looks like. Oops. And we're gonna add the meat. Throw it in the dish. We'll show y'all when we throw it in.
Yep, right here we got it.
Meat.
Okay, y'all look. Oh my gosh, y'all, it already smells so good, doesn't it?
I know.
But it's best to make it the night before because that bread will spread and you want it to do that. So this is just like, right there. And then we're gonna cover it and throw it in the refrigerator. And then it'll just make a casserole in the morning. And it is just absolutely delicious. So that's really it. And I did this on Christmas morning. I make it Christmas Eve and then we pop it in on Christmas morning. I mean, you can make this anytime.
Yeah, you
It's
do this not
Christmas.
just, you do it all the
I do it
time.
all the time. I mean, it's a great breakfast. I don't like to get up and start cooking. I'm not a wake up in the morning and do anything. So if I've got guests and I know not everybody's like us, some people want to get up and eat immediately. So that's what's good about this, where I don't have to get up and start fixing people food. It's just made and they can have it when they're ready. So, breakfast casserole.
Subscribe.
Subscribe to our channel, like our video, share us on Facebook, share us on Instagram, give us a comment. Tell us what you love about our channel. We'd love to know. And have a wonderful life.